Oh, I'm so excited for you guys to properly meet the newest animal friend of mine and Maui's, the Giant Asian Mantis. I think they are like a real-life Pokemon. In fact, we're going to compare them to the Mantis Pokemon Scyther by looking at 3 adaptations that they share, or maybe don't. So you ready? Join the safari and let's get started. Scyther, the Mantis Pokemon. First introduced in Generation 1, is a bug and flying type Pokemon. According to Ash's Pokedex, Scyther is rarely seen by humans and almost never captured. Unless, of course, you're Go in the latest anime series, because he in fact has caught himself one. Now for the Giant Asian Mantis. There are actually 1,800 different species of praying mantis all over the world, which to me is insane. With this particular species, the females tend to be larger, growing up to about 9 to 10 centimeters in length, where the males are a bit smaller, getting up to about 8 centimeters in length. However, the ones that we just got in the post are definitely nowhere near close to that, but eventually they will be. One of Scyther's abilities is Swarm. While I think the Giant Asian Mantis could be a real-life Pokemon, I don't quite think their ability would be that as well. And that's because, well, you wouldn't really see a swarm of these guys for very long, because they are very active predators. In fact, they can even be cannibalistic, so it's best not to house them together. Even when they're little nymphs like these guys, we keep them all separated. And did you know that the abdomen of female Scythers is slightly larger than that of males? With the Giant Asian Mantis, there are sexually dimorphic traits as well. Not just that females are longer, but females are also more bulky. Males are a bit thinner. And it's interesting that the game developers chose the abdomen to be the feature to give it away, because with the Giant Asian Mantis, you can also use that feature to distinguish males and females as well, because females have 6 segments on their abdomen, whereas males have 8. And it has been recorded that the Giant Asian Mantis can even take on the Asian Giant Hornet and win. So if I were a Beedrill, I would certainly watch out for a Scyther. So now let's take a closer look at 3 specific adaptations that Scyther and the Giant Asian Mantis have in common. First up, we're gonna look at their coloration. It's said in Pokedex entries that Scyther can be found in grasslands and forest. So it should come as no surprise that they like to blend in, and they're the color green. Even the shiny version is green, just the little segments in between them are pink instead. However, it's quite odd that Scyther evolves into Scizor using a metal coat and becomes the color red, because again, some Pokedex entries state that this color can elicit the Scyther to become angry, which I find quite ironic. Speaking of Scizor, I'm really looking forward to them releasing Mega Scizor in Pokemon Go here real soon. So guys, keep an eye out for your Scythers that you catch in Pokemon Go and hang on to some good ones, because this Mega Evolution is going to be epic. So the Giant Asian Mantis can come in a variety of different colors. We can see here that out of the 4 that we have, most of them are kind of greeny in color, but there is one that's more brownish pinkish in coloration as well, which kind of reminds me of Scizor's color actually. So yes, their coloration will help them to blend in or camouflage amongst the plants and the greenery surrounding them in the jungles of Asia. However, they also do what I think resembles the swords dance move of Scyther. See this little dance? Well, a fancy word for it is crypsis, which happens to be the Greek word for camouflage. Crypsis can come in a variety of different forms, both visually, like blending in, auditory, even using the sense of smell, but with these guys, they do it in the form of cryptic actions. Kind of like how my millipede rolls up into a ball to look like poo. But these guys dance to almost look like leaves moving in the wind. Isn't that cool? I totally think it's like swords dance. Another adaptation that Scyther and the Giant Asian Mantis have in common, well, are wings. Scyther have wings, but they don't often use them according to Pokedex entries, although we see it quite a lot in the anime of them actually using their wings. In fact, there's a giant debate going on about Scyther using fly, and I feel like it's for this reason, that they are a Mantis Pokemon, and yes, they can fly, but obviously using fly as an HM to support the weight of you, your trainer, flying around, well, it probably wouldn't quite work. I feel almost that Scyther has its wings to help boost its speed, which we see they're evidently super quick, just like the Giant Asian Mantis. They have wings as well, but more impressive than using them to fly, they have some serious jumping skills. In fact, they can jump twice their own body length, which, think about yourself doing that. That's quite impressive. I definitely don't think I could do that, even with a running start. But probably the most notable and most terrifying adaptation that Scyther and the Giant Asian Mantis have in common are the Scythes, the blades of Scyther, or the spines of the Giant Asian Mantis. Another signature move of Scyther is Fury Swipes, and they use the white scythes on their forearms to slash through a lot of different things. From trees to attacking other Pokemon, they are very powerful and fast. In fact, they can cut down a tree with a single swipe. Scyther, no swiping! And so yeah, while those are quite daunting, the Giant Asian Mantis has, well, a lot pricklier forearms. These spines, known as tibial spines, are in rows on their forearms. And these aren't necessarily for attacking prey. Oh no, it's far more, well, terrifying. They are there to help hold on to their prey, which they catch and eat alive, typically head first. In fact, I have some footage, really up close footage, of one of my praying mantises snacking on some grub. Want to check it out? Here it is. What did you guys think? Was that pretty radical footage? If you think so, give this video a thumbs up. I love making these Pokemon animal comparison videos because it's fascinating to see the real life traits that our animals, our real life Pokemon have, with the ones that we know and love, like Scyther. From their camouflage to being sexually dimorphic, the fact that the game developers brought some of these traits in are fantastic. Speaking of sexually dimorphic, why don't you head over now and check out my video on the Magikarp counterpart, the carp, by clicking right here. You won't believe the bizarre sexually dimorphic trait of Magikarp. I certainly didn't, and I didn't realize it until I made the darn tootin' video. So I'll see you guys over there, alright?